Hi everyone, it's Susan Winter. If you've just stopped by this channel for the first time, you're in the right place. If you want clarity and some common sense and regaining sanity around dating and relationships. And for those of you who are subscribers and wonderful contributors to this page, thank you so much. If you like what you see, please subscribe. It makes me very happy. Today I want to talk about the difference between patience and when patience makes you a pushover. Okay? There are some pivotal times in a relationship where you are going to need to be patient, and you will be so uncomfortable because it is at those moments of a lack of resolution where you have skin in the game, you're emotionally invested, and you don't know where you stand. That requires a breath of patience. For example, new relationship. You had a great date. You had a great weekend. You slept with the person. It's wonderful. There's been communication. You reach out, whatever. Crickets. There's a break in the pattern. You don't hear from the person. This is where you need patience. At first, you need patience. New relationships, everybody's scared. And I don't want you guys to get into what I call that chronic distancing game. Like you get scared, you pull back, then they pull back. They took, 72 minutes to respond to you. You take, 140, whatever. I want you to take patience there. Just, it's new. You're anxious. I understand. You need patience. In a relationship, everything's going well. You guys hit a fight. There's a misunderstanding. Maybe there's some kind of scenario that happened where you can't speak to your mate. You want an answer. Your mate's busy. They're not calling you back. You feel devalued. You don't feel like a priority. You want to discuss something. You're not getting anywhere. You're frustrated. Nothing is happening, and you want to blow up the bridge. Okay? Sometimes it requires patience. Remember, a breakup should be the last thing. It's the last card in the deck you pull out of your back pocket. You can always, always, always end it. I'm a huge advocate of speaking about what the issue is, being very clear on what you need, what you would like instead from your partner, asking what they need from you, and then if it doesn't work, there is no other solution, okay? Or if you're in a situationship, which you really shouldn't have a lot of patience for to begin with, but if you're in one, there are those times where in your heart of hearts, I ask this of my clients a lot. I know you guys aren't delusional. You're really rational. If you come to this channel, you kind of know what's going on, right? So I've got to trust your instincts. And I'll say, in your heart of hearts, you think they're a good person. Do you think they care about you? And if you say yes, I'll say, okay, I hear what you're saying. So they may be uncomfortable with a label, a term, the fact that they're in something that they want to, avoid because they're scared or they're not sure what the emotional responsibility is. But honestly and completely, that you guys are in something, okay? And your patience is wearing thin because they won't admit the obvious. These are times that require patience. When does patience make you a pushover? Patience makes you a pushover when you are using that excuse chronically, where you constantly are finding excuses for the unacceptable, where you have become acclimated to their lack of attention, where you have trained yourself to be okay with being a non-priority. You could kind of see the way I feel about this because I don't want anyone to ever be teaching themselves to be comfortable with being treated like less. Oh, there's so many things I want to say about this, but let me get back on that's when you would be a pushover. You see, there are people who can count on offending you, hurting you, losing you, ignoring you, and then getting you back. And you know who you are because this is probably going to be really uncomfortable to hear. Do you have that person in your life who kind of wins you back? It's fabulous. They're wonderful. They pay attention to you. Then it fades into nothing. Then you're in agony and you're so afraid to offend them because maybe the last remnant of attention or warmth that they have for you, they will not give you, so you don't want to complain and you don't want to be difficult. So you are patient and you are patient and you pray that they'll give you a little bit of attention. Give me a reason to love you. Give me a reason to still be here. Okay, if you won't give it to me, I'll make it up myself. I'll just make it up. You're busy. You can't. You're distracted. Maybe it's too much for you. Maybe now's not a right time. Maybe you were hurt in the past. On and on and on. That's when you become a pushover. When your reason for allowing the unacceptable is chronic, you have moved from patient to pushover. It doesn't work. It's not going to work for you. Chronically, if you have to prove your worth to a person, it's not like one day they wake up and go, oh, what was I thinking? I was blind. No, this is not a Hollywood movie. It doesn't work like that. There are people who literally can't see your worth. I have asked players, hardcore players, this woman was fantastic. Why did you blow it? What did you not see in her? How could you miss that? I don't know. I don't know. They really don't. But they're just, it's not going to happen. And we can't jar it. We can't make it. We can't shake it. I used to call it shaking the empty can. Like, there's got to be money in here. I'm sure that if I shake it hard enough, I'll find it. No, no, no. Do not accept the unacceptable. Don't be patient with what is intolerable. Go back to communication. Go back to not making assumptions. You can allow a person to go through their stuff, but not forever, okay? You have to speak up. Please, please don't be afraid to speak, because that's where all the miscommunication happens, and that's where the assumptions happen, and then you get the distancing dance. Not my word for it, but you know, it's that thing where you both start to move back, okay? Patience, yes. Pushover, no. I think now you guys know the distinction between the two. I hope this has helped you. I want you to be happy. I want you to be healthy. And I want you to know the truth about human nature and about dating so that you can love courageously. You can accept the challenge to see who you are and reflected in the eyes of this person. And you'll know the difference between looking into a clear mirror and one that is not reflecting the truth. I hope this has helped. Susan Winter for SusanWinter.net. You can chat me up for a consultation, Magnifi, or on my website. There are other options. Spend a day with me. I love that. I take you out to a very nice, fancy lunch, and we spend the whole day. I'm all yours. Or you can order me by the hour, okay? And I'm here for you in your discovering of love and romance and any part of that in between. Thanks so much for coming to my channel. Take care now.